Is the liftoff.
8,
Side booster ignition.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Hey, it's Celebrate Truth. I'm Robbie Davidson. We're back with a crazy episode today. This is going to get a little crazy. I don't know if everyone's been watching the news. It's going to turn down the volume here. Anyways, if you've actually seen what's been going on, can anyone honestly tell me they believe this? Don't panic. All right. For anyone that's behind the times, this is Starman. That's right, Elon Musk supposedly launched a Tesla Roadster into space yesterday. Big historic movement, the big momentum movement. Look at it. Seriously, look at that. All right. Now, some people will be like, no, 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 it's real. It's real. And again, we got a lot of NASA fanboys. We got a lot of SpaceX fanboys. They're going to be jumping on this and saying, no, it's so real. Look at that. Look how real that is. Yeah, that car is in space. Elon Musk did do it, man. He's awesome. I cheer on anything that he does. All right. Let's just break this down. I thought I would do just a short video. We're going to go through a few things. I know a lot of people are running with a lot of stuff. I actually just did a post on Facebook. The comments are pouring in. We'll maybe read a few of those. And I'd love for you to comment below, like, subscribe, and let's get with this. So, anyways, while you comment on this, I can get back and maybe you can post anything more beyond what I'm going to actually talk about in this video. But this is Starman. Now, I think Starman is ridiculous on so many different levels. And if anyone hasn't seen the launch, we're going to go through that here in a bit. We're going to go backtrack and we're going to show you exactly kind of how this came about. If you really haven't seen this yet, or you want to see it again, you want a good laugh. Hey, we're all about comedy here as well at Celebrate Truth. Again, sometimes it's great to have a little bit of humor. When you're exposing the world's lies and the deception, and just seeing how silly this really is and hoping and praying that people will wake up to the deceptions because this is getting ridiculous, guys, and people are cheering this stuff on. Look at the earth. Look at that reflection. Wow. That looks so real. But again, people believe this, right? Again, supposedly this car right now is in space, and we're going to get into actually, I guess there was a little bit of complications, and right through the whole thing, we're going to laugh and we're going to have some fun. Anyways, there it is. Don't panic again. Hey, was that the wipers? Almost looked like the wipers were working. Maybe it's raining in space. That's right. Water's up there, guys. But anyways, don't let SpaceX or NASA tell you otherwise. So again, we're going to go back, and this is what kind of transpired yesterday. This was getting into the test flight, and we'll go into that, and then we'll maybe come back to this a bit in a bit and just laugh at that again. But anyways, let's go back to the Falcon Heavy test flight simulation that happened yesterday. And surprising enough that it's really tough to find, basic amateur footage. It's almost like the P900, the Nikon P900 camera is banned in Florida. You'd think that people would have had them and got better, footage, but I've looked it up. I haven't found any. If you know of any, please post some in the comments. I'd love to see some amateur footage that's clear and that can be distinguishable based on what we're seeing here. So, anyways,
Stand by for terminal count.
this is the liftoff.
9, 8,
Side booster ignition.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
All right, she's going up. Oh, look at it go. Oh, there it goes. Started to tilt there a little bit. But again, they have to tilt, right? That's exactly what they have to do.
The cheering Falcon Heavy heading to space on our test flight, building on the history of Saturn V Apollo, returning pad 39A to interplanetary mission. We're getting ready to throttle down for Max Q.
So basically, what's happening here is they're sending this up, but also I want to get into something that's actually circulating on the internet, and we're going to get into this a little bit more. Is this picture? A lot of people are saying this is the studio, and then it all of a sudden changes to the outside scene. Now, on the outset, listen, I think this is all ridiculous. This is absolutely fake on so many different levels, but understand what they're trying to do here. This is not a glitch where, oops, we made a mistake. This is the car traveling inside the capsule until it gets supposedly outside of low Earth orbit. Therefore, it can break open and, because it wouldn't be able to withstand, apparently, I guess, if it was, traveling at these speeds. So it's kind of in a protecting housing. This isn't like a CGI studio where all of a sudden, oops, we made a mistake and it was on live TV. So again, I know a lot of people are circulating this saying this was a big glitch and this was the actual studio. This is supposedly supposed to be inside the capsule. They obviously are, running this absolutely in a fake environment. There's no doubt about it. But they're trying to be as realistic as they can with their deception in showing that, look, the car is inside there until it gets to a certain altitude, and then it's going to bust open and you're going to see it, which is really funny. And I mean, a lot of people have seen this. And if you haven't seen this, let's check this out. Boom! Nice clean break. Everyone's cheering, music, right? So that's exactly what's going on there. Again, it's still ridiculous. What is this? A toy car? It looks absolutely silly. Look at this, how perfect it is. Look at the Earth and where's the land? Oh yeah, that's right. It's all water. Every time we see it, and we'll get into some other pictures here because it gets really, really ridiculous as far as nothing is shown. It's always water, and it gets to a point where you see almost the entire spherical Earth, and there's no land, of course, right? They all show this. But again, these are just perfect shots. You'll see, perfectly, framed footage of the Earth right through the windshield. And I think we went through that before. But again, I just wanted to run through that because a lot of people are saying that, this was the mistake, that they weren't supposed to show that. And obviously, we're dealing with a CGI studio. But again, that's exactly what they're trying to portray there. This is inside kind of a capsule, a silo. It gets blown apart, and outside it reveals, ooh, look, it's the globe Earth. We're back to 1972. It's like Apollo, the blue marble shot, whatever. They're not even that high, if you as you can see. But again, when they're sitting there at 114 kilometers in altitude, this is exactly where they have to show this deception. But again, is this the actual studio? Was this a glitch? No, I don't believe so. Again, you could differ, and that's fine. I just personally think that this was part of their storytelling based on the fact that the car's inside and it gets to a certain altitude and it basically gets revealed. That's what's going on here. Again, we'll go a little bit further here. But again, a lot of people will say, well, no, I really think it's real. And, this looks so real to me. Like, look how real that is. Look at the windshield, look at everything, look at that Earth. Look at that. That's so real. I mean, how could that be fake? Guys, come on. How could that be fake? You know? And again, you're going to have so many people saying, look at this. These are all kind of sped up. Just to give you an example, because I don't want to run through the whole thing, but look at the windshield. Look at that. Just perfectly framed, every angle. What is this going around circles? We have like the Earth's reflection on the side of the car, and then all of a sudden it's in the front, and it's like, where the heck is this car going? Is it spinning all over the place? Again, from start to finish, this is just absolute nonsense, and yet people just eat this stuff up. It's just incredibly sad. I mean, any footage, look at this footage. It's just so ridiculous. Anything you look at. Yes, it's getting closer to the Earth here now. All right. So you've seen this, seriously, it is just absolutely hysterical. It's ridiculous. Sorry, but if you believe this stuff, I'm really sorry, man. You've completely been indoctrinated into sci-fi, into the whole space paradigm. You really need to come down from it all and really start investigating these things. Look into these things. Does this even look real? And I'm saying this, but let's see what Elon Musk has to say. Because surely Elon Musk would tell you, of course, this is real and everything's great. So let's just go to him and see what he has to say on the whole matter, and maybe he'll clear it up for us.
March at NAP. What was going through your mind? How amazed were you to see your Roadster up there with Starman just cruising along with the Blue Planet? And how long will we be getting live views, do you think, from the car?
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake. So it's hilarious how he kind of, transfers it over, basically admitting how fake it looks. I mean, why would you say that? It would be a historic moment. You're the first guy, get a car out in space. I mean, it's great advertising for your car, by the way. Hey, awesome marketing ploy there, guy. But anyways, he's saying that of all things in a press conference. Why would you even say that if all of a sudden you were not wanting to detract and basically get people off of the idea that, guy, this kind of looks fake?
Honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake.
We have way better CGI if it was fake. Look at that. Look at that face. Oh, look at that. First question, press conference. Oh, come on.
Um, and the colors all look kind of weird in space. There's no atmospheric occlusion. Like everything looks too crisp.
Too crisp. All right, so that's what we're seeing is too crisp. Look, we're not even looking at the crispness. We're looking at how ridiculous it is. This car with these perfect frame shots with the Earth and just the altitude. Come on, guy.
And but we didn't really test any of those materials for is it space hardened or whatever.
Yeah, because you really can't test space, can you? Because how do you test something in a vacuum? To have nothing exist. How do you test in that environment? But yet they can always go up and they always know what to do, but yet there's no possible way to test anything in a vacuum because you cannot recreate a vacuum. Impossible.
So it just has the same seats that like a normal car has. It's just literally a normal car in space. Which I kind
Looks like a normal car in space because we have so many of them and that's just what it would look like.
of like the absurdity of that. And if you look closely, on the dashboard, there's a tiny Roadster with a tiny spaceman. So, because Hot Wheels made a Hot Wheels
Spaceman or Starman. We'll get into that in a sec.
Roadster, and a friend of mine,
But let's get back to this again.
Along with live views.
and
Let's get back to this again.
and you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake.
We have way better CGI if it was fake. So I already know that they're dealing with CGI. Interesting. You can look at his expression. It's just a very, very suspicious thing to say at a press conference, even bringing that up. If all of a sudden I'm trying to do something, why in the world would I actually try to amplify the fact and bring that up? Really strange. But again, there you go from Elon Musk. He even says, dang, it looks fake. So, hey, don't get mad at me. I'm saying, look, guys, this looks fake. But again, when we go deeper and we start looking into it, again, this is what people believe. They can do anything at this point, and people just eat it up because, again, we're so enthralled with the idea of going to space, ascending the stars. And again, back to Starman. Again, it's just so incredible when you start thinking about these things because you've got, Starman now, blasting off and, changing the whole trajectory of space. And Elon Musk is doing press conferences talking how this is going to change things, how things are different now. And, this is what we're dealing with. But again, here's Starman. Let's see if there's any stars. I'm looking for stars. I'm looking for stars. He's Starman, right? Right? He's Starman. Guys, he's Starman, all right? He's disappointed, man. That guy is driving around sad right now because he's like, I'm Starman, and there's no stars. What's going on? So even the toy, even the model is disappointed. And if this was even like any type of, animated AI would be disappointed in this because there's no stars, right? He's Starman, for goodness sakes. And yet, he's not going to be able to see any stars. Oh, did I see a star? No, I saw lights. Don't panic, though. Don't panic, Starman. We're going to see some stars soon. They're going to be on the other side of the globe. Where are they? No, not there either. Oh, poor Starman. But anyways, back to the car. I'm going to wrap this up. It's funny. There's so many videos, guys, and there's so many people doing it. Jaron, David Weiss did a live stream of it. Check it out. There's a lot of comedy in that. They kind of break it down for you fully. They get into, the whole test flight. They break it down based on the cameras, based on the landing. Let's just take this down a bit. Look at this. Just looks so real. Looks great. One really interesting thing here was the two cameras. Basically, supposedly these were for the two rockets, but yet they're the exact same camera, which I think that was a big glitch on their end because when you see them land, and again, this is a real big, look at this. They're coming down right on the same. These are both rockets. Look at that. Coming down and they're landing on the same launch pad. And, Jaron actually had brought that up last night, and it's a good point. But I think it's just a mistake. They were supposed to be two different cameras. Maybe, something happened. But again, a lot of people believe this. Look at the camera views of both the rockets. But again, these are not. This is the exact same camera on both of these things supposedly showing two different rockets, but again, they both land on the same pad. As you can see, watch. Two rockets coming down here, and watch. They're both landing on the same one. So again, there is not one and two. These aren't two different cameras, as they basically said they were. So I haven't heard them come out yet and say, "Oh yeah, we screwed up. That was supposed to be another one." But that's a glaring error right there if they don't, because you can basically see all the deceptions in that. But search around. There's a ton of stuff. There's some funny stuff. But from now on, I mean, cars in space. I mean, I wonder, if anyone had ideas. I mean, I know some, real looking footage. There's GTA. There was a glitch in GTA, kind of reminiscent of what we're seeing here. As you can see with GTA here, you know,
Me
look at
very,
this guy.
very high up in space. I feel like I'm on the edge of
So
space.
yeah, this guy like is up here in space, as you can see. Look at that. And interesting thing too is if you actually look at what's below there, it's just all water. And again, I guess that's like where they take their simulation cues from Grand Theft Auto. But obviously, this was a glitch. Took a jump too high. And anyways, maybe Elon Musk is a big fan of glitches in GTA, and he got his inspiration from that. But again, there's not just that. There's also, I guess, in 2015 there was a toy Mustang that was launched into space. I guess it was on Mustang's 50th birthday. And anyways, they're like, watch the car fall back to Earth. Anyways, they launched it up, obviously, with a GoPro lens because look at the background. Looks pretty good. Oh, look at it's morphing. Oh, look at that. Oh, oh, look at that Earth, right? And that's how we know because again, at some points it's concave, sometimes it's convex, sometimes it's straight. I mean, it's just all over the place, right? To me, you run these fisheye lenses, GoPros, and again, most of the footage that we're seeing, look around, you'll see it constantly. And again, they've done tests that even at like 10 feet with a GoPro, you're already going to have curvature. So again, run it up. I mean, do it yourself. Throw a GoPro up, bring back the footage, take a look at it yourself. I mean, you can basically make anything bend. And case in point, we have it going crazy right now. So this was like them sending this sucker up, and look where it's at right now. Look at that. Can you see that? It's not even that high. So let's do a little test here and just see when this Mustang was launched. Let's try this. Okay. Oh, look at that. Flat curve. Oh, look at that. There it is. There's the spherical globe Earth, right? You see what I mean, guys? And this is what we have to watch out for. We have to watch out for all this footage that we're seeing, and everything that we believe in is because of what we're shown, what we're told, what we're taught. And I think the majority, including myself, before I really started looking into all this stuff, um, believed kind of what they saw. It's a bunch of sci-fi. It's a bunch of science fiction. I mean, look at this. Look how high this is, and look, it's convex, concave, flat, right? But again, when you take a fisheye lens and you look at it outside, straight on, you're going to see the true definition of what they're seeing. And again, it is flat. But again, back to this. Apparently, you can see it falling back to Earth here, right? But again, all of this stuff is just nonsense, just absolute nonsense. Again, you know, this to me, look at that. I don't even know exactly how high these guys got, but they didn't get very high, and yet look at that. I mean, it looks like they're way out in outer space, but again, they're not even that high at all. So again, look into the footage you watch. And on the last note, this is actually kind of funny. Oh, look at there. It's just so real. This image now, I think this is going to be a maybe a, possibly a bigger image going forward than the blue marble shot with the Apollo in 1972. Because look at this. It's just ridiculous, and yet it's going to be shown everywhere. But anyways, apparently Elon Musk's Tesla Roadster, excuse me, which launched on top of SpaceX Falcon Heavy earlier today. This was obviously yesterday is going farther out into the solar system than originally planned. Oh no. The car was supposed to be put on a path around the sun that would take the vehicle out to the distance of Mars orbit. But the rocket carrying the car seemed to have an overshot. They shot that trajectory and put the Tesla in orbit that extends out into the asteroid belt. So yeah, it was heading towards Mars. Now it's going to the asteroid belt. Oh well, but better luck next time. Better luck next time with your CGI, with your nonsense. This is ridiculous, guys. We really need to like wake up, honestly, research, pray about these things, really search the Word of God, look into it all, and see is the world that we have been taught true? Does it line up incredibly, with the Bible, with these type of things? Again, if you're coming here, you're not even a Christian. Hopefully, these type of things will wake you up to looking into things. And look, if they've lied to us about the heliocentric, Big Bang universe, evolution, all of this, what were they trying to hide? Why would they lie? Go and research those things out because when you realize and you find out these answers, it's going to lead you to the truth. John 14:6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Jesus said it. You don't have to believe it, but he said it. It's true. And again, there is a lot of freedom and love in all of that that can be found. So thanks for joining me. Hopefully you had some good laughs. You'll take away some things from this. You'll research and you'll look into stuff like this because, wow, what's next? What is next? This is what the world believes. What are they, directing us towards? What's coming up next? I'm not sure, but it's an interesting journey. All right, man. Celebrate truth. We'll talk to you later. Blessings.